What is up, my Radders? So, controversial video time because everyone always has something negative to say about antidepressants, SSRIs, all that. But I just want to tell you guys straight up, if you need help or if you feel like you're struggling, definitely talk to a doctor and see if a medicine would work for you and give it a try. I know I push natural things on my channel. I recently started thinking that I've never done like a video talking about P𝕒x𝒾l, the SSRI that I take, P𝕒x𝒾l. And even though I take natural things to help work as like a booster with them, I wouldn't be where I am today without P𝕒x𝒾l, and I know that for a fact. I don't think that I would be alive without P𝕒x𝒾l. P𝕒x𝒾l, dosage-wise, higher or lower, on and off for about a year and a half again now. And I took it for 2 years before I stopped, and every time that I would stop, I would relapse, go back to a terrible state where my anxiety was so bad that I couldn't leave the house without feeling like uncomfortable, scared for no reason, insane panic attacks out of nowhere. I was really uncontrollable with my emotions and stuff. I couldn't control my emotions. I would literally go nuts. I would go nuts wondering about girlfriends that I was dating at the time. I would go nuts and like literally almost like get to the point where I had to go to their house to see if they were cheating on me and stuff. Like my mind would go 1,000 miles a minute, and that might seem crazy to you, but if you're watching this, then you probably don't have extreme anxiety. And what came along with my extreme anxiety was depression, and how you know you're depressed is when you can't do anything but sleep. I would work like 8-hour shifts and come home and just sleep all the time, and I did that for like a year straight until it started to get really bad and I started to relapse, like I said, and I could tell that my anxiety was becoming terrible again. Basically, P𝕒x𝒾l saved my life in hindsight, and recently I tried to cut my P𝕒x𝒾l in half, and then I started to relapse on that because my normal P𝕒x𝒾l amount is 10. 10 is like my sweet spot. And I usually would get side effects with 10 that I didn't care for, like sexual side effects, I'd say tiredness. And for some reason, the last time I took 10, I was getting like random acid reflux and stuff too, which is weird. But I went back on 10 recently again after I stopped taking kratom, because kratom started to give me anxiety and really started to mess with my mind. And then on top of that, this CBD oil, like I said, this new diamond CBD oil seemed like it was making my anxiety worse instead of better. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to get back on my 10, because I was going out and feeling really anxious driving. I felt like everyone was looking at me and judging how I was driving and stuff, and my mind started like taking over, and I get these like obsessive thoughts. It's insane. And everyone likes to say that SSRIs are bad, but those are the same people that think all the news articles online are correct, and everything they hear, they try to judge that 100%. Some people just need the medicine, and if you find your right medicine, I had to go through Zoloft, Prozac, and another med before I found P𝕒x𝒾l, and P𝕒x𝒾l is what my dad takes, so I decided, maybe that'll work, because usually your brain chemistry is the same as your father. So I was like, yeah, I'll try it out, because my dad took it and it was successful with my dad. And it literally makes everything 1,000 times better. It makes me able to get outside without thinking about anything and obsessing over random facts during the day. I can get out, I have a normal life, act like I normally did. I just recently started taking the 10 again, like I said. It's been 2 weeks, but I've also been enjoying life and being able to take in more of the outside, just like in general, like kind of accept my surroundings. And it's weird to explain unless you know what I'm talking about, but I wholeheartedly advise you guys to talk to your doctor and also talk to a counselor if you feel like you need it, if you're younger and don't know how to handle these things, because the combination of the two really work for a lot of people, and that's why so many people take them. Now, there are negative side effects, and I advise not to look at them and just judge on how you feel, because sometimes mentally you can give yourself side effects just by reading like the placebo effect. But what I found is the best way is just to see how it works with you, and if one med doesn't feel like it's working, then try another. And once you finally hit your spot, like hit the nail on the head with the medication that works for you, I promise you, life does change. And honestly, I can wholeheartedly thank 𝚂𝚁𝒃l for saving my life, because even though I try other like natural things here and there too, I don't really talk about this because a lot of people have hated in the past about SSRIs and stuff, because they think all chemicals that go in your body are negative. It's the same people that want to ban birth control pills because they think that there's negative side effects to every single birth control pill, and it's just not the truth. You have to find what works for you, and that's the same with SSRIs and how it affects your brain chemistry. And honestly, for the small side effects, I would do it 1,000 times over and over again, because me being able to live my life normally and happy and without anxiety, honestly, like it, for some reason, some people don't even say that any of the antidepressants will completely diminish their anxiety. Mine is diminished. I don't have anxiety when I'm on 𝚂𝚁𝒃l, at least for the 10 milligrams. And usually when I'm on it, like the 10 milligrams, I've never had it like stop working on me. Now when I go lower on dosages, I think that it's working for me, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to get lesser of side effects because I'm on a lower dosage. But in hindsight, it just ends up failing on me because I'm not taking my 10. I'm not taking enough to keep it in my system, to keep everything at that point. But now that I started taking it again, I haven't gotten acid reflux. I sometimes get like weight gain, but for some reason, my boost in like energy and stuff has helped with my weight. It's almost like the opposite, because I've gotten energy to move around and leave my bed so that I'm losing weight again. And honestly, it feels like it's better than ever, because my anxiety, like I said, is gone now, and I can do normal things, and I don't think and obsess over when I go out in public and what's everyone thinking about me, this, that, all these things that cloud my mind and literally stop me from enjoying life as a whole has diminished with my 𝚂𝚁𝒃l. So I would just like to say 𝚂𝚁𝒃l saved my life, and if you guys think you need something, don't think that you are above the medicine, because if it can save you or help you in life, don't feel scared to do it, because I feel like so many people feel scared to try stuff and talk to their parents about it. It really does help, and I have a lot of family members that actually take it too, younger family members as well as older family members. I know a lot of people that have started to take it, and it's helped their life for the better. And most people that explore the other options and finally find one that's perfect for them with the minimalist amount of side effects have had a great life and had a complete turnaround, 360 turnaround. So I hope this helps any of you guys out that are wondering, and I'll answer more questions if you guys want me to do a part 2 on this. I just wanted to kind of explain to you guys that just because I support the natural side of things doesn't mean that I don't support what I've been taking for years. That is what's helped me. And even though there's a lot of negative connotation to medical drugs versus like all natural, let me tell you what, no natural medicine that I've ever tried can replace my medicine completely. No CBD oil would be able to replace my 𝚂𝚁𝒃l completely. So, like I said, talk to your doctors, talk to your parents first if you're not old enough to make that decision on yourself, and talk to a counselor and see kind of what's going on in your mind and what's causing depression. But overall, anxiety is kind of like an unexplained phenomenon that just comes from the chemical imbalance in your brain. And to people that think that that's all in your mind, have never had anxiety or depression to that extent, and they don't know what they're talking about. So people that tell you to just ignore it, I have a lot of old-fashioned family members too that think that that's not a thing, like you can just make your mind magically materialize itself better and get rid of anxiety like that, don't know what real anxiety is. So definitely find medical help if you need it. And you also have me to talk to. You can message me on Twitter at @JustWalton, or you can comment in the comments down below your experiences that you've had. and let me know, because I really want to help you guys out, and that's why I kind of brought this whole thing up, even though it's really personal to me and I feel weird talking about it. I would gladly see myself help someone down the road than to hear something bad happen to someone or something like that. So love you guys. Make sure to be happy, stress less, and comment down below what you guys, if you have any questions, and I'll be prompt to answering them back as soon as I can. Stress less, and I'll see you in the next one.